have a reader to read Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 30? Sister Walston.
Also, do not be grieving God's Holy Spirit, with which you have been sealed for a day of releasing my ransom.
All right. How can a person grieve God's Holy Spirit? Sister Carla.
Because God's Holy Spirit is clean and pure. Anyone engaged in unclean or wrong practices is grieving God's Holy Spirit.
Sister Bursting.
And if wrong practices continue, God's Holy Spirit is in effect made to, quote, feel hurt, and it may change God into an enemy of the rebellious one.
Okay. Sister Phillips.
And a person that grieves Jehovah's Holy Spirit may go so far as to blaspheme against it, and which this type of sin, Jesus said, will not be forgiven in this present system of things, nor in that to come.
Sister Barry.
1 Thessalonians 5:19 helps us appreciate that those that practice any wrongdoing seem to put out the fire of God's Spirit. So anything that they're doing, I'm saying as Sister Colleen said, that the Holy Spirit is clean and pure, and anything other than that is grieving God's Holy Spirit.
Thank you. All right, let's move on to our next question. And before we get into it, can I have someone read Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 5? Can I get Sister Massenberg?
For you know this, recognizing it for yourselves, that no sexual, immoral person or unclean person or greedy person, which means being an idolater, has any inheritance in the kingdom of the Father and of God.
Okay, thank you. How is a greedy person an idolater? Can I have Brother King?
Well, the Insight book brought out that greediness will manifest itself in some overact, and it reveals the individual's wrong desire and inordinate desire. So that helps us to appreciate that desire will put everything else second. So his desire to serve Jehovah and his service to Jehovah and his worship of the Creator. So that helps us to appreciate that when we do have that desire, it will be over any other thing that we want to do for our God Jehovah.
Sister C.
So what that greedy person is greedy for becomes a god to them, so they idolize whatever they're greedy for.
All right, thank you. Can I get Sister Brown?
Take a look at James 1:14 and 15. It tells us that desire, when it becomes fertile, gives birth to sin. So when a person continues to practice that wrong desire, we see that they become greedy and they continue to do it, so they will not have God's Holy Spirit.
Thank you. Let's get one more comment on this. Brother Phillips.
Also, that greedy person, if he desires this and that, he'll work more for that than serve God. So he put all that, what he wants, the greed that he trying to achieve, beyond serving Jehovah. No, do we want to follow that pattern?
Let's move into our next question here, which is, what has this week's Bible reading taught you about Jehovah? Can we get Sister Smith, please?
This week's Bible reading taught me about Jehovah that he wants us to strip off the old personality and put on the new. And he has provided like a list of the things that we would do that would be to the old personality. And it might be hard to do that. Some people will say, I was born this way. that's why I have a quick temper. But that's why I'm so quick to say bad words. It's just in me. But putting forth the effort that Jehovah has showed us what we must do, we certainly will be able to put on that and wear the suit of armor.
Can we get Sister Harris?
My thought was on the same line of Sister Smith's thought. It helped me to appreciate that I need to constantly re-examine me to make sure that I'm not readapting or putting back on those old personalities. So I need to make the needed adjustments when necessary.
Thank you. Sister Packard?
I appreciate Ephesians 4:8 through 11, where it helps us to see that Jehovah has given us gifts in men. So because Jehovah has given us these gifts, we should appreciate it. And we know that each individual gift in men has different abilities and different personalities, but regardless of who they are, Jehovah has placed them in that position, and we should appreciate it.
All right, let's get one more comment here. Sister Elijah.
I appreciate Ephesians chapter 4, verse 27 helps us to see that we should not give attention to the devil or give him an opportunity. Our goal should be is to maintain the peace and unity in the congregation, and we would never want to say anything rotten or bad about our brothers and sisters. We want to always give each one the benefit of the doubt and make sure that we are demonstrating the fruitages of the Spirit at all times.
So let's move into our final question, and that is, what other spiritual gems have you discovered in this week's Bible reading? Let's see, can I get Brother Green?
Ephesians 5:19 brought out the importance of song and how it's a part of worship and Jehovah. So we want to, when it's time during the meeting, we want to make sure we participate in singing the songs.
Can we get, let's see, Brother Washington?
Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 10, and highlighted how we should keep on making sure what is acceptable to the Lord. It helps us to appreciate it very nicely that we should, whatever it is we're doing, whatever decision we're making, we should make sure that it is in harmony with the thoughts that come from Jehovah. And that will regard any activity that we engage in, any decision we make, we always want to make sure that it's in harmony with the thoughts that come from God.
Can I get Brother Pijanowski?
Ephesians 6:16 refers to the phrase, the burning arrows. And so we know that these are Satan's lies about Jehovah himself, such as he doesn't care about us, that we're unlovable to him. And so the important thing is here is to remember, do not believe that. That is absolutely a lie. Jehovah does care about us very much. Jehovah loves us intensely. And the other point there about the large shield of faith, it can grow as large as you want it to, however much you build it. And so we have that admonition and encouragement to do that.
Thank you, Chairman.
Brother Appleberry, we'd like to thank you for helping us with those spiritual gems, and also you friends for sharing your comments and appreciation for the gems as well this week. And now we come to our Bible reading tonight. Tonight we have young brother Myles Smith. He's going to be doing the Bible reading for us tonight, and that's going to be taken from Ephesians chapter 4, verses 17 through 32. Let's give our attention to Brother Myles, please.
So this is what I say and bear witness to in the Lord, that you should no longer go on walking just as the nation also walks. and the fertility of their minds. They are in darkness mentally and alienated from the life that belongs to God because of the ignorance that is in them, because of the insensitivity of their hearts. Having gone past all moral senses, they gave themselves over to brazen conduct to practice every sort of uncleanness with greediness. But you did not learn of Christ to be like this. If indeed you heard him and were taught by means of him, just as truth is in Jesus. You were taught to put away the old personality that conforms to your former course of conduct and that is being corrupted according to its deceptive desires. And you should continue to be made new in your dominant mental attitude, and should put on the new personality that was created according to God's will in true righteousness and loyalty. Therefore, now that you have put away deceit, each one of you speak truth with his neighbor, because we are members belonging to one another. Be wrathful, but do not sin. Do not let the sun set while you are still angry. Do not give the devil an opportunity. Let the one who steals no more. Rather, let him do hard work, doing good work with his hands, so that he may have something to share with someone in need. Let a rotten word not come out of your mouth, but only what is good for building up as the need may be, to impart what is beneficial to the hearer. Also, do not be grieving God's Holy Spirit, with which you have been sealed for a day of releasing by ransom. Put away from yourself every sort of malicious bitterness, anger, wrath, screaming, and abusive speech, as well as everything injurious. But become kind to one another, tenderly compassionate, freely forgiving one another, just as God also by Christ freely forgave you.